Good evening, friends. Welcome to Stampin' Up with Jamie. Thank you for watching either the replay or catching this live. I'm so happy to spend tonight with you. This is my weekly Wednesday night Facebook Live, and I am going to be sharing some projects with you with different product that I have. I think you're really going to like the projects I have. Well, I have one project, but I have other ones to show you. As you come on in, let me know that you're watching. Introduce yourself. My name is Jamie. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I'm in upstate New York, and I have been a demonstrator for about 5 years now. I absolutely love what I do. It's pretty much what keeps me sane, and it is my therapy, and it's cheaper than therapy. Hi, Michelle. Good evening. Hi, Lori. Thanks for joining tonight. I love what I do. I love paper crafting, and I always say it's so much more than just ink and paper. I do it for myself because it is therapeutic for me. I love sitting down in my space and creating a card, and then I love just popping a stamp on it, putting a nice little message to someone, and popping it off into the mail. And I just think there's so much power in that. Hi, Denise. And so I really paper craft for twofold. I do it for myself, and I do it because I know it blesses others. And so I'm sure that's why you paper craft too. If you are new to paper crafting, come join the fun. We have a blast. Judy's here. Oh, thank you so. Oh, good. I'm glad you got it. Renice is here. Thanks, ladies, for joining tonight. Appreciate you taking your time out of, I'm sure, a busy day. Everybody's day is always busy and lots going on, and Wednesdays are kind of just crazy. So thanks, everyone. Joanna's here. Oh, you're so welcome, Renice. I'm glad they arrived. Shannon's here. Hi, everyone. Denise, hello. So yes, this is the card we're going to be making, and I am really excited about this product because I'm all about versatility. I'm all about really stretching things and making them work, and I am really excited. I just realized I don't have my catalog, so I can't tell you what page it's on. I left it upstairs. I am in the process of packing to go on vacation this week, and I want to bring my catalog, so I don't have it here. Which makes me remember, next week the Facebook Live is canceled. I will have my toes in the sand and probably a nice shade of red from getting too much sun. We are going on vacation. One of the perks of homeschooling is we are done for the summer, and so we get to go on vacation a little early. So yay. Chris is here. Thanks, everyone, for joining tonight. Before we dive into the card, just a couple of reminders. I know some of you guys hear this literally every week I say it, but for those that are joining for the first time or haven't heard it before, we have a couple of great promotions happening right now. And that's kind of ironic because when I think of Stampin' Up, I think of like my stash and spending money. But these are actually two opportunities to save money. And I don't know about you, but I love saving a buck. I love couponing. I love looking for sales. I love looking for great deals. And it's kind of like my jam. And this is just a really great opportunities right now. So first up, if you place an order or you have a party of $250 or more, Stampin' Up! Is throwing an extra $25 worth of Hostess cash in there for you. And that basically just means $25 more of free product. Whether you're just placing that order or if you have friends and family that want to go in on an order together, and then you guys can split the rewards. It's just more free stuff. Who doesn't want free stuff? Everybody wants free stuff. So that's going on right now. Hi, Sarah. Thanks for joining. Oh, thanks, Denise. I'm really looking forward to it. I so need this vacation. Oh my goodness. And then the second opportunity we have to save money is with the starter kit. Now the starter kit on a normal day is an amazing opportunity and an amazing deal. But right now Stampin' Up! Has just like stepped up their game and made it even better. So when you buy the starter kit for $99, you get $155 worth of free product. That's right, Joanna. And you get $155 worth of product, and it ships for free, which is another $15 savings. You get a free paper pumpkin in there. You get some business tools. You get a package of free catalogs. It's a really, really good opportunity right now to save money, to just make your money go farther. And just think of all the stuff that you can get for $155. That's a lot of stamps. That's a lot of ink, and that's a lot of paper. Think how many embellishments you could get, or how many rolls of ribbon, like a ton. So that's going on right now. And listen, I have all kinds of type of people on my team. I have people that just take advantage of the discount. They just want to save some money on their hobby. So all demonstrators get a minimum of 20% off all product. So some of my team members just want to take advantage of that and save some money. And I do have some people on my team that are working this as a business, are trying to earn some money. So whatever you're kind of looking for, I would love to have you on the team. I love my hobby demos. I love my business demos. We just have a lot of fun, and we'd love to have you as part of our family. So definitely drop me a line, send me a message, get a hold of me somehow, and we can talk more details. Who can say no to the beaches, right, Denise? Exactly. Exactly. And I looked at the forecast, and it's going to be pretty gorgeous. So in 2 weeks, I will be red. I'm just telling you right now, I don't tan, I burn. It just goes straight to burn. There's no tan, it just straight burn. And I will probably have really bad raccoon eyes, because I don't know about you, but I can't stand not having my sunglasses on. And I try so hard every time to take my sunglasses off, but I just can't. My eyes are so sensitive to the sun. So I always it's like white and then red. It's so bad. It's going to be bad. So I forewarned you. So now you know what to expect. Okay, let's dive into today's card. I'm going to show you how to make this card, and then I have a couple of other projects that use the same product to get you, to kind of show you everything that this bundle does for you. So if you get dizzy, just turn away. I always struggle a little bit, so just bear with me as I flip my phone around, and we'll get started. I always struggle a little. There we go. Just bear with me. How far off am I? Ooh, I'm way far off. Let me just move my stand here, and I'm going to move it a little this way. Okay, here we go, folks. So this is the card I'm making for you tonight. It's a lot of fun. You are so going to enjoy this product. I'm going to move my let's see here. Will I mess this up big time if I move this down a smidge? Hold on. I'm going down. There we go. I try and get the camera fairly close so that you can see. Sorry, you're going to see my arm for a second. So you see all the details of the stamping. Yeah, it's slowly moving. Okay. I have a feeling my phone is just going to drop in a second. Hold on, let me tighten a little better. Thanks, Roz. Oh, thanks, Rachel. Appreciate it. Feeling the love, ladies. Thanks, Susan. Oh, hi, Susan. She's saying hi. Hello. Thanks for coming. Okay, so here's the card. Okay. And I'm going to show you, it's a bundle, and it has 3 components, okay? Normally a bundle is like a stamp set and a punch, a stamp set and dies. This actually has 3 different components. So it comes with the Art in Bloom stamp set, which is multi-step stamping if you want it to be. Great floral images. This one here is one solid stamp, so it stamps the 3 flowers at once. And then these all are individually stamped. Some really fun, great sentiments. I love the Dear Friend. I think it's my favorite, although the Thanks for Making Me Happy is pretty fun too. So stamp set comes with. The next thing that comes in the bundle is an embossing folder. It's the Bloom Hybrid Embossing Folder, and it embosses this image here. Now you're going to notice that this aligns with that, okay? Which leads me to the third component of the bundle, which is the Bloom dies. And so when you get the Art in Bloom bundle, it comes with a stamp set, an embossing folder, and a set of dies. And oops, that's not the dies. These are the dies. And so we have the trio of flowers. We have the standalone leaf, and then these really great, this is really fun, sort of like a a ticket looking, and then this really long banner, which is really, really fun. So this is a great, great product because of the versatility, because you don't just get a stamp set, which you can use by itself. You also get an embossing folder, which you can use with the stamp set or by itself. And you also get a set of dies, which you can use by itself with the embossing folder and with the stamp set. I mean, like the amount of possibilities that you can do with this trio of product is quite impressive. And I think this is just such a valuable investment because of all the things you can do with it. So I started playing around. This wasn't the original card I was going to share tonight. So let me show you the other cards. I made 2 other ones, and you'll see them eventually on my blog. I don't know, at some point they'll pop up. But this was kind of where I was going first. So with tonight's card, I stamped, I embossed, and I cut out. I used all 3 of those products, okay? For this one here, I just stamped and I just embossed, okay? They're not cut out. And so you also see this really beautiful leaf embossed texture as well. You kind of lose that here because the images are cut out, but you get them in this card. And so I really like this. I kind of angled it. I added a couple. These are in the dies also. Let's see here. Like these little trio of mini flowers down here. And so I cut them out. This uses Just Jade and Bumblebee. I think that's Bumblebee. Okay. So, let's see, I stamped and I embossed. This one I stamped, embossed, and I cut out. Then, okay, you know I love minimal color, okay, right? We all know this about me. Everybody knows Jamie. Woo, how about just a basic white card? I love this. I love this. I love minimal, so this is like so right up my alley. It's a wedding card, and so, I didn't stamp the inside. I was going to stamp, oh gosh, I forgot to do that. I totally thought I did. I was going to show you the inside, but I guess I forgot. But for this one, I just embossed, so there's no stamping. I embossed, and then I cut it out. It's kind of hard to tell. I did prop these up with dimensionals, but I think next time I would either use double dimensionals so that they really stand up, or not even cut it out, honestly. Just because there's so much texture that you kind of lose the lift in them, so to speak. So lots of possibilities. I'm showing you the trio here because you can just stamp. You can just stamp and emboss. You can just stamp, emboss, and cut, or do any combination of those 3 things and really get a lot out of this bundle. I think this is the most valuable bundle probably in the catalog, just because you can use any component of this pretty much by itself or together, depending on kind of the look that you're getting. So that's why I wanted to show you all 3. This is the one I'm highlighting tonight, and I'll walk you through that. Oh, a little Wink of Stella. Rosie, I didn't even think of that. That would be a great idea. I love me some Wink of Stella. Depth, you lose the depth. Meaning, are you asking? I don't know if you're saying, have I lost my mind? Yeah, because there's dimensionals under this, and so it's a little hard to tell. Normally when you use dimensionals, they pop right up. But because this is already embossed, you kind of lose it a little bit. So I would either like stack 2 dimensionals on top of each other to prop up the flowers, or not even necessarily. Honestly, I think not having cut that out would have been just as beautiful. So wedding card, a thank you card, and then catch-all. The catch-all ones are my favorite. You know that. I love sending cards just because I love surprising people with a card in the mail. You know, a birthday, maybe they expect it. An anniversary, they expect it. But like sending a card just because you're thinking of a person, they don't expect. Those are my favorite. So let's dive in. We're going to make the card, and I'll show you the different components as we go. Oh, let me show you my color palette. I like to do that. I am using Pale Papaya, Shaded Spruce, Evening Evergreen. If you are ever stumped as to what colors look good together, what colors to pull out, look at the designer series paper that Stampin' Up! Uses, and if you flip it over to the back, you'll see that there's a list of all the colors that are used for the most part in that pack of paper. And you know, Stampin' Up! Are the professionals. They know these colors better than anyone else, and so I pulled these colors right from the pack of paper that I used. which maybe I should show you that quickly. So the designer paper, I used it last week. I didn't do it on purpose that I'm using the same pack twice in a row, but it's the Expressions in Ink specialty paper. This time I did pull it out. I don't have it. This is all I have left because I've been creating tons with it. But really beautiful. I don't think I have these like that should be that way. And these should be this way. One side is more graphic and one is more, not graphics. So I don't know if I'm showing these the right way. Anyways, these are the paper. I'm just going to show it to you. So it's a 12 by 12. This is all I have left after my product shares of this particular pack. It has a little bit of gold kind of weaving through it. It is specialty paper. This one too, very graphic. I love all these colors. Here's the thing about this paper is that you could just put some of this paper on a card, a nice sentiment, and call it a day because it's just so beautiful. I guess that does have a little gold in it. This paper really can just stand by itself. This is the one I used last week. Look at that gold. So pretty. So pretty. This is what I'm using tonight. And I wish I could show you the 12 by 12 because it's sort of gradient, meaning that part of it is like a lighter green and then it kind of fades and whatever. It's just so pretty. So honestly, like you could cut this down, even stamp the sentiment like straight on the paper and call it a day. And that's how easy it would be to make a card with this product. So the other side doesn't have the gold, but just equally beautiful images. So pretty. Same here. You could cut this, right? Cut it, trim it down, and just stamp the sentiment right on it and call it a day. So lots of possibilities. Love the paper. Again, Expressions in Ink. Expressions in Ink. Okay. Let's get back to the card. So I'm starting off with Pale Papaya. This is 5.5 by 8.5. I had to think about it. 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. It is, Beth Ann. I agree. Right, Joanna? It's so pretty. I just want to take a swig of my water here. Okay. Ahead of time, I took a separate panel of 4 1/4 by 5.5 of Pale Papaya. And I already did this ahead of time to save us time, but I embossed it with the Tasteful Textile embossing folder. I have used this a ton, and it is an absolute must-have if you don't have it. I love this embossing folder because it adds a nice detail background without it being like screaming detail. It's just like a nice little, like, kind of there, but no one really sees it, but it's not plain. That's what I think of when I think of this embossing folder. And if you don't already have it, I highly recommend it. It's just that good. Now, I will forewarn you that I am running low on adhesive, although today I did order more. I have been a lean, mean card making machine in preparation of vacation and making sure my blog had cards ready to go while I was gone. And so I have gone through a ton of this stuff. So I may run out. And if I do, I'm going to go to the liquid glue. But let's hope it doesn't. It is kind of subtle. I don't want to call it subtle because, you know, may it rest in peace, the subtle embossing folder that has retired. Sniff, sniff. But yes, it is. It's just kind of a nice background. I agree. So then I took a panel of that Expressions in Ink. This is the pattern, the one that has the gold kind of running through the front of it and the florals in the background. That's one I used. This is 2 7/8 by 5.5, and it's going on a panel of Shaded Spruce, which is 3 by 5.5. So anytime I mat, I go 1/8 bigger, 1/8 of an inch bigger. So 2 7/8, it's going on 3, and they're both 5.5 in length. Okay, so that is going to go on that. That is a smidge longer. I'm going to trim that. That will bother me. Do you see how that's like a smidge longer? That will bother me. So let me just trim that. Hopefully I can do this straight, although my blade is going up against the cardstock. We're good. Okay, this is going to go right onto my card front. I love Shaded Spruce. It's definitely one of my favorite greens. I know not everybody's a green person, but I kind of like green. I really, really do. Okay, so that's that. We're going to set this aside and get going on our flowers. So I have, is this going to be big enough? Hold on, let me test. I cut it and now I'm second guessing myself. Yeah, I guess it is. A panel of basic white, just big enough to stamp our flowers on it. The flowers pretty much take up the entire E block. So that's kind of like the size of cardstock that you need, more or less. And I'm going to stamp it in Pale Papaya. Now, before I do that, I'm just looking, there it is, the embossing folder. Because when I did my card, I just kind of want to know which way this is. Oh, I guess it doesn't really matter. Okay, I'm going to go this way. I'm going to stamp it in full strength Pale Papaya ink. And doesn't matter where, just get it on. Hopefully I'm right on that, my crease in my table. Hopefully this stamps well. If not, we're flipping it over. Yeah, it's fine. It's good enough. It's going to be embossed, so that little bit that's missing, no one will notice. So like I said, this trio of flowers is one stamp, but these guys are all separate. So you just have to figure out which one goes to which. Does that one go to that? Yes, this one goes to that. And I did stamp off for the lighter images. So ink it up, stamp it off. Oops, hold on. I'm gonna do it over here. And then it's one of those doesn't line up perfectly. It's artistic. So it's very faint. It is very, very faint, but I can see it. It doesn't fill completely. So just be mindful if you're like, wait a minute, I didn't stamp it right. No, you did. It's just, it doesn't fill completely. Ink it up, stamp off. Down you go, which is nice because you don't have to overthink it. You're not like, oh, I have to really get in the lines and make sure it's perfect. And that's kind of why I like it, because you can kind of just do this quickly and not have to be super cautious and careful and whatever else. Okay, so like I said, that's very faint, but it is there. Might be hard to tell. Okay, so ready for the magic? This is where all the magic happens. This is my favorite part. Hey, Carol, thanks so much for joining me tonight. Love the green heart. We need a little green hearts around here. That's okay, Linda. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. Okay, I'm going to take and thank you for sharing. Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm going to take the, what's it called? Bloom Hybrid Embossing Folder, A. And I'm going to take my trio of dies from the Bloom dies. And I have my paper, and they're all going to work together, and they're going to do this amazing sort of magic. Okay. Now, holding my embossing folder with the bumps out, not on the front, so the opposite side, or is it this? Hold on. How did I do this? Before I tell you to do it one way. Yeah. Hold on. Hold on. How did I do this? Hold on. I almost told you to do it wrong. And I tested this before I went live too. Okay, just kidding. Holding the front of your embossing folder, okay? It's only gonna fit one way. Like I just tried to put it over here and it doesn't line. It doesn't line up. So see how there's our embossing folder, right? There's kind of a groove around the flowers that the dies set in. So see how I can't move that die? It's like literally sitting in the embossing folder. I can't move it. It's like there's a groove in there that specifically fits the die. And you just kind of want to play with it until it sits in it. Now I did it once. There. Nope. There we go. Okay. See how I can't move it now? It's like literally in the groove. Okay. And then my flowers over here, I'm going to do it this way. So I'm like applying pressure so the dies don't fall out, but I'm also moving my card, the stamped images around until they align with cutting out, until they align with, does that make sense? So I'm literally moving it around until it aligns and I have it in good placement. I'm applying pressure so my dies don't fall out. If I let go, the dies will fall. So I don't want to do that. And then I'm just going to close my embossing folder. And I'm going to look and make sure I'm good, and I am. I'm still holding everything tight so nothing's falling out. And then the sandwich you're going to do is a 1 on the bottom, and then the 4 on the top. Okay, and then you're gonna run that through. Run it through. Okay, and the result is all the fun. Oh my goodness, this is so fun. So fun. This is just amazing. It cuts and embosses. So now we have a stamped and embossed and a cut image, and it did it in one fell swoop. Well, except for the stamping, but everything else. There we have it. And your embossing folder is fine. It has like, it will leave a little bit of impression, but it's not gonna, I don't think it's gonna do permanent damage. I mean, that's what it's created for. I'll let you know. I've used it maybe a handful of times already, and it's fine so far. I know, right, Beth Ann? You can literally put the dies in the folder. Now, if you don't want to, you could do it separately. You can emboss, take it out, and then cut it. But why when you can do it all at once? That's what I love about it. Okay, so here's our card front. Oh, I got to do the leaves. Sorry. This is what happens. I get so excited, then I forget a key component. I get so excited about cutting that out. I am going to, I think, do I have a, I'm trying to find a small scrap of white, so that might work, so I don't have to use a big one. For the leaves, I am going to stamp in Shaded Spruce. And just like our flowers, they have an outline image and then a kind of filler, is what I usually call a filler image. And I'm going to do the same thing as I did with the flowers. I'm going to stamp full strength the leaf. I need 2 of these. 1, 2. And then there is a top and a bottom. Is that it? Or maybe not. Or is that it? Nope, this one's it. So the more pointy end goes towards the one that almost has like a little, almost looks like there's a knot at the top. Hold on, I gotta get good coverage there. Okay, stamp off and stamp in, ink up, stamp off, and then stamp in. What set is this? This is the Art in Bloom bundle. It's a trio of bundles. So here's the stamp set. It's a trio of bundles. So stamp set, dies, and embossing folder. All in one. And I don't have my catalog down here, so I can't even tell you the product number. I am so sorry. I have it upstairs, and I didn't have it yesterday either, so I apologize. The Art in Bloom. You can find all of the bundles in the back of the catalog. It will be under the Art in Bloom one. Okay. You know what? I'm just going to flip this around because there we go. I keep opening it wrong. You do need to play with this set, Karen. It's so good. It's so good. And look at this. We get 2. This is what I love. Stampin' Up! Is so smart. They gave us 2 leaves because if you need to cut out a bunch of leaves, you need 2 dies as opposed to just the one. You'll go a lot faster. Okay, so let me just bring this over. Put that down. Okay, I'm going to cut out our leaves. I don't know. I may try and do this at the same time. I missed this in the catalog, but love those leaves. Yeah, they're really fun. They're sort of like whimsical almost a little, I want to say. You know, they're not like true realistic. They're kind of artsy, which I love. Okay, run this through. Cut my leaves out. Oh, thanks, Karen. She is saying bundle number 158368. Thank you so much. Karen's always got my back. She's on my team. She's always like, she's on it. On page 116. Thank you, Karen. Appreciate it. It's 50. Oh, thanks, Shannon. Look at you guys. Everyone's got my back today. Yes, Karen will have to use green nail polish. If no one's ever caught my downline Karen, she's on Creative Stamping Designs. Normally, she paints her nails to match the card she's making. So, unfortunately, you get stuck with boring me. I do not, but she does, and it's actually really cool. Okay. Let's get these down, and then we'll work on the sentiment. I'm trying to figure out how I had these. I try and replicate it, but honestly, it's like however way it goes down works. This one's I have under. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to work from the bottom up. Actually, for this, I'm going to use liquid glue. because there's lots of detail. You can see on the opposite side, there's just so much detail there. So I'm gonna slide that under like that. Next comes this one. And we're gonna put this one like here. I'm not doing the outside because I want room to be able to put the leaves in. And then this one. Okay. For the leaves, I am going to use regular Stampin' Seal. I'm not a huge fan of glue. I tend to have it go everywhere. There is, you know, there is a natural design to the leaf, so depending on how you want the look, have it go accordingly. Oh, here I want that one like there. Actually, I kind of want that one over there. We go, over the flower, just a smidge. Can I get this one up? There we go. I'm gonna move it. Okay. Isn't that gold so pretty in there? Love it. Love it, love it. Okay, I am gonna use this guy. This feels like thick though. This feels like thick Whisper White, or Basic White. Hold on, let me see if I can get a small. Oh boy, as I almost knock everything over. Okay, we need another panel for the sentiment. I am stamping the Dear Friend. I think it's just a really sweet sentiment. This one I am going to stamp in the Evening Evergreen, a nice rich dark green. I love it. It's one of our new ink colors. So Dear Friend, love the font. Love, love, love. I love everything about this, honestly. Now, the Bloom Dies comes with this beautiful, huge banner, and I did use it for this card here. Okay, it just stretches, it fits that thank you sentiment perfectly. But I wanted one a little bit more narrow, one that kind of hugged the sentiment a little better. So of course I pulled out my go-to dies. Look how much I've used these. It's pathetic. The tape doesn't even work anymore. The Tasteful Labels dies, and it fits perfectly. Look at this. Ready? It's like it was meant to be. And I use these all the time. They've gotten a lot of love for sure. So I'm gonna cut these off. I almost said off screen. Well, it is off screen, I guess. Off camera a little. Okay. And also, I love it because it adds this little stitch around, which is pretty. Okay. So I thought I'd add a little bit of ribbon. So I pulled out the Evening Evergreen. I don't need that much, so we'll just kind of play with it how much I want. And I thought I would just add like a little bit up here in the corner, kind of underneath our sentiment. This is measuring like 4 1/4. I don't know, but depending if you wanted longer or shorter is how you would cut it. Okay, and I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive, little adhesive to hold that down. I don't need a whole lot. Honestly, if I had done it earlier, I would have probably just put a staple in it. I love stapling ribbon. It's so easy. Like, done. Where? Oh, my scissors! They're right here, Karen. I've been using them. Karen gave me scissors, ribbon scissors. I've been using them. I have. I just forgot to grab them right now. They're sitting right next to me. I had that. I had my bone folder. I was so prepared tonight. It's shocking. Given that I'm going on vacation in 2 days, it's shocking that I had everything. I just forgot to use them. Okay, I'm going to add a couple of dimensionals to sort of the ends of my sentiment because I have, so I can go around the ribbon. And we're going to aim for straight, like that. Okay, then to add just a little bit of bling, I have the 2021-2023 In Color Jewels. Here's what I can find, Karen, my take your pick tool. Like, I literally just had it. I have no idea where it is. Like, it was here the other day and now it's gone. No idea where it went. So I'm going to put, let's see here, a big one. They come 2 sizes in all 5 of our new In Colors. And they have this nice kind of sparkle to them, which I think kind of mirrors the gold that's running in here very nicely. And then over here, I'm going to add one of the small ones. Okay, so just a couple of the jewels, and we're going to call the front done. For the inside, I think this is my panel. Let me just measure it. No, that's not my panel. Is this my panel for the inside? This is my panel. 4 by 5 1/4 is what I used for the inside of my card. The tweezers are, I don't know where they are. They are with my take your pick tool, probably. Oh, it is always sort of a hot mess around here. And I definitely do like a crafting disaster tornado hits when I craft, especially when I'm like whipping out a lot of cards. Like I have been just in preparation of going away. So it's been a little bit of a crafter mess disaster around here. Okay, for the inside, I'm not going to ink up all of it, although I'm kind of pretty much inking up most of it. But I'm just going to stamp a couple of the flowers in the corner. I'm too funny. I'm always losing things. I don't know. I swear I just need to put like a GPS tracker on all these little things, because here's the thing. I have a drawer that usually is like all my tools and stuff like that. But then I also have a caddy that just sits on my desk here. And the stuff is either in one of the two places. And so usually I'm like, oh, it's in my drawer. And I'm like, it's not in my drawer. Oh, it's in my caddy. Oh, it's not in my caddy. So I'm always like, it's usually in one of those two places, but wherever it is, wherever I think it is, it's always in the other. So I just stamped the flowers, and now I'm going to stamp the same sort of inside image. It's very faint. You probably can barely tell in the video, but it does add a nice little color, which I like. Sure. I don't know. Don't overthink it. Thank you, Beth Ann. Thank you so much. I didn't stamp leaves. I don't know why I didn't, but my sample, I didn't do leaves either. So it looks like we're not doing leaves. I don't know. I don't know what the thought process behind was that. Okay, so that's just about it. If you've been watching and would like a chance to win this card here, quickly drop a comment in the comment section below. As soon as I'm done here, I'm going to put all your names into a hat, and one lucky winner will win this card. Again, the designer paper is the Expressions in Ink Specialty Designer Series paper. Stunning, stunning, stunning paper. Gorgeous. And then the bundle is the Art in Bloom bundle, which is a trio of product, which I highly recommend. I just think it's so much bang for your buck, and just so many possibilities as to the different combinations of using all the product that you could really just get a lot out of it. So again, that was tonight's card. This was another sample that at some point will be on my blog, and then my wedding card as well. So lots of options, great product. Head over to jamieb.com. You'll find all my links there. It's sort of my catch-all to place an order, to contact me, to follow me on social media. All the goods are over there. And be sure to add this product to your wish list. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'm here to serve. Just a reminder, next week I won't be on. Have a great rest of your night, everyone. It's always a pleasure. I'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye-bye, everyone.